Hello everyone, and welcome once again to Let's Play Skyrim. I apologize, I am talking with my mouth full because I kind of need to eat as I do this, if I'm going to have time to do one this morning before work. But I think we can all power through. You'll recall that last time we killed Myrmilnir, completed Dragon Rising, and got ourselves a new house. We started a quest called In My Time of Need. There are a few Redguard women in Whiterun, but I'll just tell you this is the right one.
Hi there.
Did you know some Alikir warriors are looking for a Redguard woman?
Are you sure? Oh no. They found me? I need your help, please. Come with me. I need to speak to you privately. Quickly, come with me.
Completed. Find the Redguard woman, speak with Sadia, or inform the Alikir of Sadia's location. You don't want to rat her out to the Alikir just yet, I'll tell you that.
Get away from me.
Sam Gwaven, someone will talk to much later when we're ready to do a big ol' You'll notice the place is repopulated. I'm really only interested in useful stuff
If it's
that
work you need,
respawns.
how about chopping up some wood for the fires?
I don't think there's gonna be much. Leather strips, sure. Fly amanita, sure. Oh hey, look. Some elves ear. Okay, sure. Useful. I'm on board. Ooh, the fish barrel. Take the useful stuff out of there. Leave the rest. And go upstairs.
This is a local favorite and one of the first songs I ever learned.
So, are you working with
Ragnar the
them?
Red.
You think you can take me? You so much as touch me and you're going to lose fingers. I mean it. I'll cut you in half. So the Alikir know where I am? What do they offer you? Gold? How many more of them are coming? Tell me.
Put that down before you get hurt.
I'm sorry. Just don't hurt me. I know you're not one of them, but you just can't help them. You can't let them know I'm here. Please, will you help me? There's no one here I can trust.
Maybe. What do you want?
I am not the person that the people of Whiterun think I am. My real name is Eamon. I am a noble of House Suda in Hammerfell. The men who are looking for me, the Alikir, they are assassins in the employ of the Aldmeri Dominion. They wish to exchange my blood for gold. I need you to root them out and drive them away before they find me and drag me back to Hammerfell for an execution.
How am I supposed to get rid of them?
They're mercenaries, only in it for the money. They're led by a man named Kamatu. Get rid of him, and the rest will scatter. I don't dare show my face, lest they recognize me, so you'll have to find out where they are.
Any suggestions as to how I find them?
I heard one of them was just arrested trying to sneak into the city. If he's locked up in the jail, perhaps you can get it out of him. Please, I know I'm asking you to do something difficult, maybe even dangerous. I just don't know who else I can trust.
Completed. Speak with Sadia. Talk to the Alikir prisoner, or inform the Alikir of Sadia's location. Why are the Alikir after you?
I don't know for sure. I spoke out against the Aldmeri Dominion publicly. I suspect that's why these men were hired to hunt me down.
Why haven't you gone to the guards for help?
You think I'd be in hiding if this was something I trusted town guards to handle? These men are ruthless, cunning, deceitful. They'll pay off whoever they can. I can't trust anyone here in Whiterun. Guards and Jarls can be bought. And the Alikir are close. I'm running out of time, so I'm choosing to trust you.
You may notice her story doesn't make any sense.
Find me the moment the Alikir are taken care of.
Considering Hammerfell fought 10 extra years after the Great War to successfully
hurry?
get the Dominion out. You may also notice that the guards tossed the Alikir out of the city, so the notion that they're somehow working together doesn't make much sense either. But store that thought and play along with Sadia for now. Let's grab another coin purse and these ingredients now that I just spotted them. The barmaid at the Bannered Mare in Whiterun is apparently a fugitive noble from Hammerfell. She claims that she is on the run from assassins sent by rival houses in her homeland and needs someone to stop them before they find her. Now, we should probably be able to make a fight over item happen if we drop something in here. Let's see. Maybe not. Just trying to get the little world interactions going. Well, not here apparently.
In Whiterun is terrible.
Try outside. Nope. Alright, forget it.
Fresh baked loaves, still warm from the oven.
I work with my mother. Self-raising vegetables. It's fun most days.
Hard work. By the great Aeor. Come to chat with an old woman, Do your good deed for the...
Everything all right?
Well, I guess we'll worry about that later. Oh yeah, let's do a couple of these right quick. I forgot we can shout now.
Foos! Go fiddling with any locks around here, we're going to have a problem.
Ordinarily, if you shout in the presence of a guard, he'll ask you to stop.
Get away from me.
I can take his gold.
By the order of the Jarl.
There we go. Let's try it again.
Foos! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Watch the magic. Careful if you cross the river to the east. I need to ask you to stop. That shouting is making people nervous.
Won't happen again.
Good. Glad we straightened that out.
So that takes shout guard says stop off the list.
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you, you know, even if you are my
I know any other spells. Try fast healing. I don't think it'll do anything.
boys, girls, dogs, there's nobody I won't fight. I work with my
I'm trying to get the
it's fun most days.
child scares NPCs interaction that Frodnar never did, even after he thought I had turned him invisible. Well, let's see. Let's try dropping a weapon. That's another interaction with guards. That didn't work. He just doesn't care. Okay,
It's a fine day around.
we'll try it again.
What is it? Dragons?
Keep your hands self.
Storm cloaks, Imperials, dragons. Ain't no matter. Do what I kill. Let them come.
To you we give and the 8 became 9. You walked among us, great now.
If you drop a weapon,
Now I remember. You're that new
you
member
can
of the Companions.
trigger a particular
So
interaction
you
with
what?
the guards.
Fetch the mead? What do you need?
Can't see why it isn't happening. Oh well. Let's head to the Dragon's Reach dungeon to continue progressing in my time of need. Here's the Alikir prisoner. You'll note his cell door requires a key.
What are you looking at?
I need to find Kimatu. Where is he hiding?
You have a death wish, then? If you know that name, you must know to meet him would be to meet your end. But it seems we both have needs, friend. Perhaps we can help each other out.
What is it that you need?
I have dishonored my brothers by being captured, and so they have left me here. My life with the Alikir is over now, but I have no wish to die in this god's forsaken land. If I can be released from prison, I may start over. See to that, and I'll tell you what you want to know.
How much to pay your fine?
100 gold will secure my release. You can afford that, can't you? I suppose you'd better hope you can, if you want the information. Get the money into the hands of one of these guards, and I'll tell you what you want to know.
Why did they leave you here?
Because I was clumsy enough to be captured. Kamatu always says, we're supposed to be the best of the best. I wasn't.
Easy enough.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk to a guard then.
Need supplies? See Bellathor at his store.
I want to pay that
Sleazy
prisoner's
little
fine.
man. Done. Convince him to stay out of the city while you're at it.
100 gold removed. Let's try dropping an axe again. Just to see if anybody reacts. Not yet. Let's talk about how we can help each other.
You buy my way out of here, and I'll tell you what you want to know.
Your fine's been paid. Now tell me about Kimatu.
Very well. Kamatu is west of Whiterun. It's an unassuming little cave called Swindler's Den. You realize if you set foot in there, you're never coming back out? They'll kill you. But that's your problem, not mine. Guard! My fine's been paid, now set me free!
Completed. Talk to the Alikir prisoner. Kill Kimatu.
Sorry, my ears aren't so good. You say something? I said my fine has been paid. Now let me out!
Right. Oh, look at that. Seem to have lost my keys. Might take me a while to find. You just sit tight. I'll get around to it eventually.
Curse you!
So, apparently the dungeon has respawned. So, I'll go for what little useful stuff there
Keep your hands to yourself.
I should say certain bits of the dungeon have respawned. There are certain types of container that never respawn. End tables, drums, cupboards, dressers. So, if I left anything before, it's because it wasn't worthwhile. Barrels and sacks do respawn, so they're
Don't
worth
suppose
searching.
you'd enchant my sword. Dull old blade can barely cut butter.
No need to make our way back through there.
Disrespect the law and you
Cause trouble in Whiterun, and I'll haul you into the Dragon's Reach dungeon myself.
Now that's just about all we can do for In My Time of Need at the moment. We've been sent out to a dungeon, as we almost invariably are, at some point, for any quest. And this one is no exception.
We are
There's a I work with my mother. Sell fruits and vegetables. Papa fun most days. Playing a game. Do you want to play?
Can't seem to get that one. Can't seem to get anyone to care about that either. Go report to Sadia right quick. Nobody cares.
I spend a lot of time at the market stall.
Try this one more time.
They say there's nothing a Nord woman can't do if she puts her mind to it.
Nope, nope, nope. Alright. So we'll chat with Sadia one more time.
Any news of the Alakir?
And there's actually nothing going on with her. Go figure. So, I'll run back to my house, which is now in Whiterun. How convenient. We're about 15 minutes in, maybe a little over. I think the only majorly useful stuff I got was ingredients. I think I got one leather strip as well. And I almost forgot, I want to carry ore with me. So, with all that done, let's head back to the Western Watchtower. Our next exploration target, we've seen before, we've passed pretty close by it. Now we're going to go inside and explore it. It's Fort Greymoor. It's currently staffed by a large number of bandits. Of course, we've cleared this segment of road before. That's why all the plants are harvested and everything. Here is Fort Greymoor. We've discovered it. I'm going to give it a minute to render properly as the game loads in the new zone we've crossed into. Now, as with most forts, it'll detect when we've cleared it, and it'll repopulate it with Imperial soldiers instead of the bandits that currently staff it, but it will not ever mark as a cleared location. There's an ore vein somewhere around here. Might also be currently unrendered. There's definitely an iron vein right around here. Well, it's probably worthwhile to fast travel to Fort Greymoor anyway, in order to have my horse. There we go. Told you. You might have thought I was full of crap, but there it is. So let's do a quick perimeter sweep. I don't want to turn anyone in there hostile. A couple of wolves over here that guess I'll let Uthgar, or Lydia kill him. Doesn't affect me much one way or the other. Although I am confused by this.
You won't get the best of me!
What the hell happened to her axe?
It's nothing.
There we go.
You won't get the best of me!
Loading can be hard, I get it. But that was ridiculous. Nice work, Lydia. Thank you for handling that so expertly. Oh, we got mammoths over there. A few foxes around. Wait, there is a back entrance to Fort Greymoor. I don't find it too terribly useful, but you can go in through the sewer cistern. It is pretty useful if you want to sneak in and avoid a fight, but I want to kill the bandits. Particularly the mages. They might have good loot. So, that little perimeter check done, we'll just head in through the front gate. That actually has the added advantage as long as he doesn't get killed, which he still shouldn't at these relatively low levels. My horse will also help with the big group of bandits guarding the exterior. You can always start with the dead one in the cage. And I don't need to worry about encumbrance because I got my horse here.
There's someone there.
Looky here. Looks like we got ourselves a hero.
Alright, Lydia, work your magic. You too, horse. Jeez.
I fought worse than you.
Just having trouble taking your axe out again. Less trouble this time, though.
That's all you got? Die, damn it! Son of a...
Your kind has no place here.
Bug here.
Go ahead, try. I'll show you what a real orc can do.
You won't get the best of me.
That's it? That's all you got?
Finish this.
You can't win this. That it? That's your best? Pray to Stendar while you can. Got that?
Huh? I can take
I'll show you what real your head. I'll show you what real fight. Victory is yours. I
Bug's down. Good. Oh. Valmore showed up to assist. Now that is interesting. The Thalmor are a random encounter, of course.
foolish human. Your time is at its end.
I I normally make a point of killing them all.
I'll see you burn.
You won't get the
But what I can't tell is whether these Thalmor have a prisoner with them or not. I'm going to let this play out, because the Thalmor, together with Lydia and the horse, are definitely going to win this fight. There's a dead bandit.
I'll see you burn.
There's the other one.
victory is yours. I submit.
Perfect. All right. So, Lydia should have healed up after that. And it looks like this is just Thalmor traveling on the road. I don't see that they have a prisoner with them. So I'll take Thalmor traveling on the road off the list. And then I'm really curious about whether or not it's worth taking them down.
Walk away, now.
What are you doing?
Taking this man to be interrogated.
Ah, so they do have a prisoner. That was not Thalmor traveling on the road, it's Thalmor with prisoner. These guys are going to be tough, but I think killing him is going to be worth it. What has he done?
He has knowledge of a cult of Talos. He will tell us what we need to know, or he will die. The choice is his. Now, get out of my way. You're interfering with official Thalmor business.
Who are you?
I am a Thalmor Justiciar on important business that you are interfering with.
Who are the Thalmor?
We are special envoys of the Aldmeri Dominion, the rightful rulers of Tamriel. If you'd like, I can show you why. If you're smart, you'll walk away. Or perhaps there's something you'd like to confess.
Remain silent.
I don't like you. I think you're a heretic. And so you will die a heretic's death. Never should have come. Ah!
Are you prepared to die?
Hey, be careful, Lydia. My main goal is actually to get rid of the cage. Lydia gets distracted. Which happens.
Don't you see? It's only true.
I don't want to hit Lydia.
Bow to your best.
I'll end your miserable life.
You win. I submit.
Death is the only way out. Boost! Death is the only way out of your misery.
Watch it. Hey,
I'll see you burn. Boost!
you wish to defeat me?
I'll see you.
Oh yeah, there's your prisoner.
Time has no place here. Time to finish!
I'll see you. Boost! No more! I yield! I yield! Your miserable life!
You burn!
Boost! I'll end your miserable life, beast! Both your life and lands and
Kind has no place here. I'll see you burn!
Boost! I'll end your miserable life!
Oh, I can't have him healing. That ain't okay.
Boost!
Foolish human! Your time is at
Oh, you know, I think there's another bandit still alive. Let's see if we can rope them into the fight. That'll actually help.
You picked a bad time to get lost.
Why, yes. Good.
I'll end your miserable life! Boost! Time for you!
Alright, there's one down. A lot of this elven stuff is going to be an upgrade to the light armor I have stashed. Okay, the Justiciar Warrior.
Not like this. Skyrim belongs to the North!
Boost! See? Elven supremacy is the only... No more! I yield!
Damn. If Lydia would just stay on him, we could finish it.
Isn't
Don't you
over.
see? Elven supremacy is the only...
Skyrim belongs to the North!
Got him. Yes. Hooded Thalmor robes. Now I want to wear those instead of the stuff I've got on. Destruction spells cost 12% less to cast. Considering I already have Fortified Destruction, that's going to be a serious upgrade relative to the hat and Necromancer robes I was wearing. Plus, Thalmor shit just looks awesome. Alright, so that leaves... Oh, I guess the other Justiciar's already dead. Nice work, Bandit Thug. Let's go find them. I think they were tangoing up here. And sure enough, there's the body. Steel sword and a bunch of elven light armor. That's fine.
Isn't over.
Here's the Thalmor prisoner. Free him? Yes.
If you know any true sons of daughters.
You won't get the best of me!
Boost!
Ready? On! Are you prepared to die?
Boost!
Damn you! You won't get the best of me!
Boost!
Gods, no!
Maybe a bit more in the accuracy department, Lydia. Just a thought.
Boost!
Maybe I can help.
Are you prepared to die?
Stagger him.
That the best you can do?
Boost! Boost!
I'll kill you if I have
to. Boost! Boost!
Alright, got him. That's everybody. Still nothing I care about. That's okay. Let's loot the courtyard and exterior now. Whole lot of nothing special. There's a chest. Always amused by the Nord mead floating in the horse trough. We'll do the ground level first. There's the Fort Greymoor prison. Here's the main entrance into Fort Greymoor, which we'll be taking as soon as we're ready. A few things over here, nothing too special. Did I get anything better than a... I'm gonna give Lydia an orcish arrow
Still here.
right quick.
I am sworn to carry your burdens.
She won't use anything better than that stupid hunting bow, but she will, at least, use better arrows. That actually can make a pretty huge difference. Alright, let's ascend the wall now. Check things out up here. On top of this tower is another entrance to the prison. Don't much care about that. Nothing up this scaffolding, but if you sneak down the other side, you can find a few things. Nothing spectacular. Over here, that's the skip the level entrance to the fort that goes directly to the boss chest. And here's where that last bandit was hanging out. And ordinarily not too much great up here either. Although that mannequin actually does, training dummy, whatever you want to call it, does hold an actual bow and arrow, and that's kind of cool. Here's a chest. Hey, an orichalcum ingot. That's something actually important. That's on my gear list. With that one in hand, I need 3 more. By the way, the old lists were missing something for a Dragonborn quest. You'll need at least 1 heart stone. I just added that into the bottom. I don't even know why I'm mentioning it here, because it's not going to matter until we get to Solstheim, which is a long, 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 long way away. But figured it was worth mentioning. Then back up on the wall. Still nothing, and we're back to the gate. So, let's re-summon the horse, now that the exterior is clear. Well, we definitely look cooler. That's vital. You know that's important. And let's head into the entrance. Gonna get into a few fights right off the bat. So it goes. That's the way to the boss chest. These two passages kind of loop on each other. I often prefer to do this one first.
It'll be so much easier to rob when you're dead.
Your kind has no place here.
Lydia should be able to handle him when she gets in and starts tangoing. If not, I'll find out the hard way. A few potions, gold, lockpick.
You start running, I can stab you in the back.
Decent stuff. Not spectacular.
Do your worst.
That's the best you can do. You're
Open that chest.
Place here.
It's got no key. And now we'll just wait for the fight. So, Lydia's mad. She should wait for those issues.
Can't wait to count out your coins. Split your belly like an old woman's purse.
Got him. Good. And he's got a spell tome for flames. Utterly useless. We already know the spell. It's alright though. We'll move on through here. And these stairs are going to curve us around and into the basement level.
Go to the college, Dawson. Use your smarts. Like I'm supposed to figure out which college last time.
Oh, damn. How far back is that going to take me? Okay, good. Whew, not too far. That's always the worry. Anyway, let's move down here.
Now that's power. Need me some take out that secret magic. Can turn wood to gold.
Anyway, that is the sewer entrance that I mentioned when we were back when we were outside doing the sort of perimeter check. Let's loot these skeevers, barrels. And now let's unlock this chest. Without breaking a pick. If we could, that would be grand. Perfect. And nothing useful. No surprise. But we did just unlock the achievement Thief. Pick 50 locks and pick 50 pockets. 12 out of 75, 16%. That's awesome.
Pockets. Now that's the real art. No rough stuff, just take it and go.
So we got a bandit thug here. He's gonna fight us, well, as soon as he sees us. I'll try and clear out these shelves before triggering him. I think Lydia ought to be able to handle him with no real trouble, but you never do know. Thug's about the right level that if he had the right armaments and I got a little unlucky, he could be a real problem. So let's just see. Hey dude.
Boost!
Yeah, get in there.
Enough of this! Skyrim belongs to the Nords!
What you gonna do? Huh? What you gonna do?
Boost! My real problem is that he has a buddy upstairs. And if I make too much noise, I'm gonna try to help with a shout. We're gonna bring his buddy in. Lydia definitely won't be able to handle it. This is the Lord. I should be using flames.
Nothing if I have
Thank goodness.
Endros near.
Lydia ought to handle this with no trouble. Even with her compromised health. And there we go. That should pause hostilities for the moment. Now, for an interesting little interlude. First, we'll clear out this obvious kitchen area. I have less than 10 minutes to go, and I don't think I'm going to finish the fort in this video. That's alright, we'll pretty easily finish it next time. Let's clear this area out. A few potatoes. And there's the entrance hall. Remember I told you those two passages formed a loop. If we head in here, there's something interesting. There's a non-hostile old lady named Agnes. Pickpocketer, just a steel dagger.
I just cook and clean and do whatever it is they ask of me.
We'll talk to her, and then we got books to read.
I can't even keep track of all the people who have been in and out of this fort. They come, they go. I barely notice. Hard enough to keep up with who owns this fort. One side takes over, the other runs away. I tell them, I ain't leaving. I come with the place. Ha! I remember one morning long time ago, I woke up and the place was run by some orcs. Went to bed that night, it was all vampires. Don't matter to me. Now then, I've been gabbing long enough. Too much cleaning to do. Need something?
Alright, that's it for her. Let's finish looting her room. At least for the easy stuff. I think we're ultimately going to have a few new books. Song of Pelennor V6 may well be new. It is. The Song of Pelennor, Volume 6, On His Madness. Editor's note, volumes 1 through 6 are taken from the so-called Riemann manuscript located in the Imperial Library. It is a transcription of older fragments collected by an unknown scholar of the early Second Era. Beyond this, little is known of the original sources of these fragments, some of which appear to be from the same period, perhaps even from the same manuscript. But as no scholarly consensus yet exists on dating these 6 fragments, no opinions will be offered here. And it is said that he emerged into the world like a Patamaic, that is, born by Sithis and all the forces of change therein. Still others, like Fift of New Teed, say that beneath the Pelennor's star armor was a chest that gaped open to show no heart, only a red rage shaped diamond fashion, singing like a mindless dragon, and that this was proof that he was a myth echo, and that where he trod were shapes of the first urging. Pelennor cared for none of this, and killed any who would speak god logic, except for fair Perith, who he said enacts rather than talks, as language without exertion is dead witness. When those soldiers who heard him say this stared blankly, he laughed and swung his sword, running into the reign of kine to slaughter their Iliad captives, screaming, O Akka, for our shared madness I do this. I watch you watching me watching back. Umaril dares call us out, for that is how we made him. And it was during these fits of anger and nonsense that Pelennor would fall into the madness. Her whole swaths of lands were devoured in divine rampage to become void, and Elysia would have to pray to the gods for their succor, and they would reach down as one mind and soothe the White Strake until he no longer had the will to kill the earth in whole. And Garrett of the men of Ge once saw such a madness from afar and maneuvered, after it had abated, to drink together with Pelennor, and he asked what such an affliction felt like, to which Pelennor could only answer, like when the dream no longer needs the dreamer. The Wolf Queen V3 we've read. Beggar Prince we've read. Brief History of the Empire V1 we've read. A Dance in Fire V1 is new. A Dance in Fire Chapter 1 by Wogan Jarth. Scene, the Imperial City, Cyrodiil, date 7 Frostfall, 3rd era 397. It seemed as if the palace had always housed the Atreus Building Commission, the company of clerks and estate agents who authored and notarized nearly every construction of any node in the Empire. It had stood for 250 years, since the reign of the Emperor Magnus, a plain-fronted and austere hall on a minor but respectable plaza in the Imperial City. Energetic and ambitious middle-class lads and ladies worked there, as well as complacent middle-aged ones like Decimus Scotti. No one could imagine a world without the Commission, least of all Scotti. To be accurate, he could not imagine a world without himself in the Commission. Lord Atreus is perfectly aware of your contributions, said the managing clerk, closing the shutter that demarcated Scotty's office behind him. But you know that things have been difficult. Yes, said Scotty, stiffly. Lord Vanek's men have been giving us a lot of competition lately, and we must be more efficient if we are to survive. Unfortunately, that means releasing some of our historically best, but presently underachieving senior clerks. I understand. Can't be helped. I'm glad that you understand, smiled the managing clerk, smiling thinly and withdrawing. Please have your room cleared immediately. Scotty began the task of organizing all his work to pass on to his successor. It would probably be young Imbralius who would take most of it on, which was as it should be, he considered philosophically. The lad knew how to find business. Scotty wondered idly what the fellow would do with the contracts for the new statue of St. Alicia for which the Temple of the One had applied. Probably invent a clerical error, blame it on his old predecessor Decimus Scotti, and require an additional cost to rectify. I have correspondence for Decimus Scotti of the Atreus Building Commission. Scotty looked up. A fat-faced courier had entered his office and was thrusting forth a sealed scroll. He handed the boy a gold piece and opened it up. By the poor penmanship, atrocious spelling and grammar, and overall unprofessional tone, it was manifestly evident who the writer was. Leodes Juris, a fellow clerk some years before, who had left the commission after being accused of unethical business practices. Dear Scotty, I imagine you always wondered what happened to me, and the last place you would have expected to find me is out in the woods, but that's exactly where I am, haha. If you're smart and want to make a lot of extra gold for Lord Atreus and yourself, haha, you'll come down to Valenwood too. If you haven't or have been following the politics here lately, you may or may not know that there's been a war between the Boschmer and their neighbors elsewhere over the past 2 years. Things have only just calmed down and there's a lot that needs to be rebuilt. Now, I've got more business than I can handle, but I need someone with some clout, someone representing a respected agency to get the quill and the ink. That someone is you, my friend. Come and meet me at the Mother Pascos Tavern in Falinesti, Valenwood. I'll be here 2 weeks and you won't be sorry. Juris. P.S. Bring a wagon load of timber if you can. What do you have there, Scotty? Asked a voice. Scotty started. It was Imbralius, his damnably handsome face peeking through the shutters, smiling in that way that melted the hearts of the stingiest of patrons and the roughest of stonemasons. Scotty shoved the letter in his jacket pocket. Personal correspondence, he sniffed. I'll be cleared up here in just a moment. I don't want to hurry you, said Imbralius, grabbing a few sheets of blank contracts from Scotty's desk. I've just gone through a stack, and the junior scribe's hands are all cramping up, so I thought you wouldn't miss a few. The lad vanished. Scotty retrieved the letter and read it again. He thought about his life, something he rarely did. It seemed a sea of gray with a black insurmountable wall looming. There was only one narrow passage he could see in that wall. Quickly, before he had a moment to reconsider it, he grabbed a dozen of the blank contracts with the shimmering gold leaf, Atreus Building Commission by appointment of His Imperial Majesty, and hid them in the satchel with his personal effects. The next day he began his adventure with a giddy lack of hesitation. He arranged for a seat in a caravan bound for Valenwood, the single escorted conveyance to the southeast leaving the Imperial City that week. He had scarcely hours to pack, but he remembered to purchase a wagon load of timber. It will be extra gold to pay for a horse to pull that, frowned the convoy head. So I anticipated, smiled Scotty with his best Imbralius grin. 10 wagons in all set off that afternoon through the familiar Cyrodiilic countryside, past fields of wildflowers, gently rolling woodlands, friendly hamlets. The clop of the horses' hooves against the sound stone road reminded Scotty that the Atreus Building Commission constructed it. 5 of the 18 necessary contracts for its completion were drafted by his own hand. Very smart of you to bring that wood along, said a grey-whiskered Breton man next to him on his wagon. You must be in commerce. Of a sort, said Scotty, in a way he hoped was mysterious, before introducing himself. Decimus Scotti. Griff Mallon, said the man. I'm a poet, actually a translator of old Bosmer literature. I was researching some newly discovered tracts of the Minoriad play bar 2 years ago when the war broke out and I had to leave. You are no doubt familiar with the Minoriad if you're aware of the Green Pact. Scotty thought the man might be speaking perfect gibberish, but he nodded his head. Naturally, I don't pretend that the Minoriad is as renowned as the Aelidian, or as ancient as the Dansir Goal, but I think it has a remarkable significance to understanding the nature of the Merilithic Bosmer mind, the origin of the Wood Elf aversion to cutting their own wood or eating any plant material at all, yet paradoxically their willingness to import plant stuff from other cultures, I feel can be linked to a passage in the Minoriad. Malin shuffled through some of his papers, searching for the appropriate text. To Scotty's vast relief, the carriage soon stopped to camp for the night. They were high on a bluff over a gray stream, and before them was the great valley of Valenwood. Only the cry of seabirds declared the presence of the ocean to the bay to the west. Here the timber was so tall and wide, twisting around itself like an impossible knot begun eons ago to be impenetrable. A few more modest trees, only 50 feet to the lowest branches, stood on the cliff at the edge of camp. The sight was so alien to Scotty, and he found himself so anxious about the proposition of entering the wilderness that he could not imagine sleeping. Fortunately, Malin had supposed he had found another academic with a passion for the riddles of ancient cultures. Long into the night he recited Bosmer verse in the original and in his own translation, sobbing and bellowing and whispering wherever appropriate. Gradually, Scotty began to feel drowsy, but a sudden crack of wood snapping made him sit straight up. What was that? Malin smiled. I like it too. Convocation in the malignity of the moonless speculum, a dance of fire. There are some enormous birds up in the trees moving around, whispered Scotty, pointing in the direction of the dark shapes above. I wouldn't worry about that, said Malin, irritated with his audience. Now listen to how the poet characterizes Hermamora's invocation in the 18th stanza of the 4th book. The dark shapes in the trees were some of them perched like birds, others slithered like snakes, and still others stood up straight like men. As Malin recited his verse, Scotty watched the figures softly leap from branch to branch, half gliding across impossible distances for anything without wings. They gathered in groups and then reorganized until they had spread to every tree around the camp. Suddenly they plummeted from the heights. Mara, cried Scotty, they're falling like rain. Probably seed pods, Malin shrugged, not turning around. Some of the trees have remarkable. The camp erupted into chaos. Fires burst out in the wagons, the horses wailed from mortal blows. Casks of wine, fresh water, and liquor gushed their contents to the ground. A nimble shadow dashed past Scotty and Malin, gathering sacks of grain and gold with impossible agility and grace. Scotty had only one glance at it, lit up by a sudden nearby burst of flame. It was a sleek creature with pointed ears, wide yellow eyes, mottled pied fur, and a tail like a whip. Werewolf, he whimpered, shrinking back. Cathay rat, groaned Malin. Much worse. Khajiit cousins or some such thing, come to plunder. Are you sure? As quickly as they struck, the creatures retreated, diving off the bluff before the battle mage and knight, the caravan's escorts, had fully opened their eyes. Malin and Scotty ran to the precipice and saw 100 feet below the tiny figures dash out of the water, shake themselves, and disappear into the wood. Werewolves aren't acrobats like that, said Malin. They were definitely Cathay rot, bastard thieves. Thanks Stendar they didn't realize the value of my notebooks. It wasn't a complete loss. So that is that. We are just a hair above the 1 hour mark. We have the boss tower of the main fort and the prison left to explore down this left branch past the main entrance. And that's where we're going to head next time on Let's Play Skyrim. Until then, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoy my videos, please consider clicking on an ad, liking the video, sharing a video, or subscribing to the channel. If you do none of the above, know that I still appreciate the simple fact that you choose to watch, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.